What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. If you are new, please subscribe. If you enjoy this video, press that like button, and as always, follow me on Twitter at Benningfield01. We always post when a new live stream starts, a new video drops. But yeah, today we're going to be doing another car review. The new Stromberg, which is sitting right behind me, the submarine car in game that just unlocked with this Doomsday Heist DLC. I'll be covering the facts about it, including the price, the customization, some of the features that it has, and my opinions on the car. And hopefully, with all that tied together, you can it'll help you to decide whether it's a purchase you want to make, or maybe even more important, one that you should make. But we will be getting straight into it. But to purchase this car, you bring up the website and you go on the war stock, as with a lot of these vehicles, especially the weaponized ones. But there it is, the Stromberg. It is $2,395,000 if you get the discount price for doing the heist setup with it. The buy it now price is just under $3.2 million, so you're saving $700,000-800,000. Not doing the math on it right now, but whatever. Can you swim, you ask, nonchalantly as you hurtle toward the end of Vespucci Pier. A moment of airtime later, the cool water of the Pacific are washing the pedestrian splatter from your windshield. The rudder and the thrusters are engaged, and your pursuers have lost you forever. You turn to the passenger seat where your once beautiful date is vomiting uncontrollably in abject terror. Yep, this is why you drive a Stromberg. You gotta love the descriptions. But yeah, once you purchase that, you can purchase it and save it into any of your regular garage spaces. So that is good. You don't have to own the facility or any kind of specific thing. And we'll cover the customization now. Now I'm going to do it in the Avenger, but this is one of the good things about this car. Though it is weaponized, everything comes standard on it. So whether you customize it in the Los Santos Customs, your Garage Workshop, your MOC, or your Avenger, you can customize in any of them. But as with some of the other cars, it's required to get the weapon upgrades. You have to have the Avenger or the MOC. It is not the case with this car. But you have your normal armor, brakes, engine, horn, lights. It's not a whole lot of customization. That's kind of one of the downfalls of this car. It's pretty basic. Lost and theft, your plate. The respray does have a two-tone, which is, you can see where mine's like that. It's green and the white now, but then you have there's the secondary colors. So it's kind of lacking on the customization, just the basics. But you don't have to do it is not required to have an MOC or an Avenger for the weapons, which is really cool. And the weapons are not that bad on it, actually. You can switch through them. You have the machine gun. I do like the animation that his car has, like the little front grille. Let me turn the lights on, maybe you can see it better. The little white piece in the front grille. When you switch from your machine guns to your missiles, it raises up so you can actually see the missiles. I think that was a really cool feature. This car does have the great animations, though. We'll get into the other one here in a minute. But just to cover the rockets, it does have some pretty rapid fire rockets. I'm gonna try to prop the nose up so I don't accidentally blow myself up. But we'll cover those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Same as with the Vigilante and with the a couple of the other cars, the Back to the Future cars, stuff like that, with the Deluxe that we just got. Now onto the main feature of this car. And you just hold right on the D-pad, and it turns you into a little submarine. The animation on this, I really enjoy it. They did a really good job with this. It's really cool the way it does that. Now, once you're in the water, you'll see it popped up torpedoes, and that counts along with your 30. So whether you're shooting them in the water or on land, you have a max 30 before you have to return it to your garage and then get it back, or you can take it into like custom shop or whatever. It's kind of slow under the water. It's a little tricky to get used to, but if you're on the surface of the water, it's not that bad. It's kind of halfway decent speed, but it's really slow under the water. If you've ever used the Kraken in the game, The only submarine we really have. We have the 2 versions of it, but the only submarine we have in the game. It's probably slightly faster than that, but it is really cool that you can actually get out here and explore the oceans and all that stuff. So I mean, that's a cool little feature about this car. That's one of the specialty things about it. Even though I'm really bad at controlling it, it is a little tricky to get used to. But that is good, and also the fact that it is a submarine car gives it another really cool bonus feature. If you ever been flying around like some of these windy roads, and I'm sure we've all done it at least once, and your car goes flying off into the water and you get destroyed and you have to pay for it. It's not a problem with this car, because unlike I was really expecting, it doesn't have to be in the submarine mode to be waterproof. So it doesn't matter whether you're just a regular car, you can just drive it in the water and it's not going to destroy it. I'll show you that too. I want to pull up on land though for this feature though. I love that animation. That is great. But yeah, and you just pull straight in the water. You're not going to destroy this car. It goes to torpedoes. As you can see, well, you can't really see. There, you can see I didn't switch to the submarine mode yet. And now, switching now so I can get out of the water. But yeah, that's a really cool feature though, so you don't have to worry about flooding your car if you accidentally run it off into the water. The weapons on it are not the worst, they're not the best. It's not going to be like a great PvP vehicle. And so I mean, it's like not the greatest. Now, a couple of the downsides for me personally, we recently got the Ardent in game, and I'll bring that up now. And the Ardent was based on like that James Bond Lotus that was one of the James Bond movies where it actually turned into a submarine. I would have preferred it if they would have made it an option for this car, because you would have had like the cool aspect of it being like a movie car on top of having those features, instead of they kind of separated into 2 separate cars. To me, it has more of like a Lamborghini look to it, almost like one of the older school Lamborghinis. So that's kind of a downside for me. It may not matter to you if you're not like the movie buff like I am. Now, as far as speed, it's not really the fastest. It's not gonna, you can't race with it anyway. I mean, it's a weaponized vehicle. As far as practicality, there may be like a random mission here or two, like the free mode missions or something, where it could benefit you a little bit, but for 2.4 million, I don't know if that really justifies buying it. So you're gonna have to look at it at the point of view as the features. Like I said, if it was like the Ardent and this mixed together, and we had like the actual James Bond movie car, that might be another reason to purchase it. It would have made it easier for me personally. I don't know if that affects anybody else's decision or if I'm just nuts. But the weapons, again, they're not the worst. It does let you choose between machine gun, missiles, and homing missiles. You have a 30 count. They are pretty rapid fire, actually. They're not that bad. And with the vents on the back, it gives you limited bulletproof resistance from the back, but the sides and front, you'll get killed pretty easily. And it does take 2 direct hits with the RPG or explosive. If it's a auto lock one, it may take a couple more, but nothing too overpowered when it comes. So basically, it's going to come down to what kind of player you are. PvP, there's better vehicles. For making money, there may be the random mission here or there where it might help you, but realistically, it's not really going to benefit you when it comes to making money. So if you're the type of player that likes to explore every inch of the map and you want to get under the water and explore it, you have other options with the Kraken, which I can bring up now. And the good thing about the Kraken, if you're a returning player, it is free. I think it's like 1.7 or so. I really don't know the price on that if you're not a returning player. But it's definitely cheaper than this car. But with this car, you get the cool factor, plus you can go on land and water. And the Kraken, you got to worry about it spawning in weird locations. So if you're the type of player that likes enjoying all of the map and exploring the waters and stuff, I don't think it's the worst purchase. I mean, you get a little bit of defensive capability. It is the only vehicle that's really genuinely useful as far as weaponized in the water. You have the torpedoes. I mean, we have other vehicles that go into the water that have weapons, but they're not like the best. The little four-wheeler and the Karen Technical Aqua. I mean, this is probably more efficient. Now, how often are you going to get in a water battle? Probably not very often. So Is it really useful for that? Realistically, probably not. But you do get some decent offensive capabilities, and you do have the option to go in the water. So on my final thoughts, it would have been more of a okay purchase if it was the Ardent and it did this, because it would have had the James Bond coolness to it. Though this is a cool car, I do like Lambos, and it's kind of that real retro Lambo feel to it. So overall, I'm not upset that I bought it. I'm pretty pleased with the purchase, but I like to get out and play in the water every now and then, so it's kind of cool for that. So if you really enjoy that kind of stuff, yeah, it's probably worth the purchase. If you're buying it to make money or for PvP purposes, I'd say probably just stay away from it. It's really just the ocean lover kind of car. So hopefully that helps you guys out and sways you one way or the other. Try to cover all the bases on it. Customization is not the greatest. It's got a lot of little downfalls, but overall cool factor. I really enjoy it. But anyway, I'm Benningfield. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter at Benningfield01. We always post when the live stream starts and a new video drops. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.